What up, y'all? Tell me I'm the Don, you feel me?
Get over here! Final round.
This the platform, bitch. Hey, this that platform shit.
Finish him.
Yeah, who's the best when it comes to this game? If you with the Mortal Kombat, I'ma leave you in flames. This the platform, I knock a bitch right out of their shoes. A street fighter till I die, I hit like Ken and Ryu. I punish niggas like Tekken 007 with a weapon. Teach a fuckboy a lesson, I'm double dragon, no wrestling. Shoot the 3 and cross you over, you can call me 2K. And the devil may cry 1,000 times, but watch what you say. Because this is my Call of Duty, so by now you should know me. Cut a motherfucker in half and then slide out like Shinobi. Steal your car and catch a charge, fuck it, this Grand Theft Auto. Double dribble around a nigga and let the blood stain follow. This the platform, yeah. This the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah. This that platform shit. This the platform, yeah. This the platform,
getting ready for
bitch.
the blanket of pollen that's going to sweep through my state.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, episode 163. We will be talking Last of Us delay. We will also be talking the bitch-made manifest horrible pioneer of all fuckery, Randy Pitchford. We'll be talking about Mr. Shao Kahn himself today as well. Let's see. There's a new game that was announced. And look, what's up, Wraith, man? I know, man. I know, bro. I think notifications are working now with YouTube. Because it wasn't, they had some problems with it last fucking week. But yeah, what's going on? So yeah, we got some shit to talk about today. Hopefully I won't get triggered. I'm a little triggered just even thinking about Randy Pitchford right now. So let's do our introductions in no particular order. Starting with King. Oh, what's up, King, man? How you doing? And what have you been playing this week, sir?
What up, everybody? This is King here, and just mainly Doom Eternal. Oh, man, just amazing game, and really great improvement on the last one from 2016. Mm-hmm. Amazing game.
Damn, I know I saw some streams on it on Twitch, and I'm like, and I got the fucking game, too. Like, I literally
just gotta play it.
I gotta play it. But I ain't gonna lie, I've been playing some Animal Crossing. That shit had me hooked. But
nice,
all right.
Nice. Also, I've been playing some Killing Floor 2 with from friends from work also.
Okay, yeah, Killing Floor. I haven't played that in a long time, man. I heard they have some new updates, right? Like they updated.
They have.
Damn. Wraith says I'm 2 away from Doom Plat. Oh shit! Really?
Nice.
Shit, man.
The one thing that I'm trying to get all the achievements for it, but it's a different type of style of multiplayer now. It's either you and your buddy play as demons to take on a Doomslayer, mm-hmm. or you're the Doomslayer and you have to take on 2 other people that are playing as demons.
Shit.
So it's like a 2v1.
I see. Yeah, that sounds like some cheating ass shit.
Yeah.
You know, but hell yeah, I want to try that. I mean, it's kind of like Evolve a little bit. It's kind of like Predator, but probably done great and not like Predator's shittiness. Shouts out to Platinum. All right, well, welcome, King, man. I'm glad you are here, sir. I know you got to dry your eyes out from last night, but that's all right. You're here. Yeah. All right, next up, we got the Rage Queen, Cool Cat Terry. What's up, Terry? How you doing? And what have you been playing this week?
Hey, everybody! It's Cool Cat Terry from Twitch! Make sure you hit that follow button. So, no, I'm kidding. But, I've been playing different things. A little COD, some more Warhammer. I actually broke out The Crew 2. Took that off the backlog.
I saw you playing The Crew 2. You had that motorcycle and shit.
Yeah, so I was like... I'm trying to get back into doing racing games because I just really enjoy playing them, and I don't really get to play them enough because of my squad that I normally play with, like mostly Todd. He doesn't play racing games, so I always try to gear what I'm playing around Todd, and I'm like, you know what, screw Todd. One day a week, I'm gonna play what I want. So I'm going back into playing my racing.
Wait, so I mean, if you down, I'll play with you. I love racing games and shit. Like, I mean, like I really do.
So I got, I never finished the Crew 2. Like, I only played it for a short amount of time, and then I ended up falling off and getting distracted with other things. And so I'm finally going back, and I'm actually liking the game more now than I did when I first started playing it back then. So it's definitely better. It's good stuff. They added a lot of different stuff. They have Demolition Derby in there now. I'm like, what is this?
You know what? I need, because I got it too. But I've only played like 30 seconds of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know if like we can play together on that though, because that's not crossplay, right?
I don't think they have crossplay.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I mean, I still got Forza. If you down, I mean, I don't know how much you've played Forza.
No, I don't like. I was not a fan. Forza Horizon 1 and 2 I loved, and 3 I hated, and then 4 is meh.
I know, I was kind of like I got a little bit of racing out of it, and it was like, you know. What's up, Lokita? I see you.
What up, Lokita?
Hello, King.
Yeah, so that'll be a different topic for
that's different. That's a whole different thing. But yeah, I mean, Terry, you know, if you're trying to, I mean, I don't know, we need to find a racing game together because I know we're doing Tim.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to do it once a week. I'm gonna play racing games. Pretty much everything I have though is on Xbox, but So it's, and most games don't have crossplay, so it's gonna make it rough.
It's gonna make it rough. We might have to put some money into it. You might have to buy something, you know.
I think the only one you guys mentioned that's crossplay would be Forza Horizon 4 for you.
Which one?
Forza Horizon 4. I think
I
it's
know,
the only one
but
you
that
guys...
game is like, you know, it's like
I've lost all faith in Forza because you guys have heard my ramblings before about. I mean, Forza is beautiful. Like, they do a really stand-up job when it comes to, you know, the environment and mostly the cars. But gosh, I have a cat over here who is like all over the place. But they he's over here like pouncing, like, oh, like, stop. Okay, but it's just there's no sense of progression anymore in the games. Like, they just they throw so much at you, and you don't feel like you're getting anything done. And
yeah, that's true.
And they have this thing where you have to just keep doing the same race over and over and over again because they want you to beat it with every freaking car you have. I'm like, I don't. What's with it? No.
See me. I always liked Forza Horizon 2. To me, I think it's. I know you hate the word there, Terry. The GOAT of the Horizon game.
That word needs to just die.
but honestly, I mean, it's the best of the series for Horizon 2.
I love 1 and 2. Because they weren't trying to be like everybody else. They came up with their own formula. Yes. And it was working. It was more linear. You still felt like that sense of progression. You still had the open world element if you wanted to screw around, which was nice. You had your co-op element. It was perfect. And then they brought in too much on the open world side, and they lost that linear part that you needed for the story side. Yes. And then it just became like, well, I don't even feel like I'm getting anything accomplished in the game. So I'm like, why bother? Because for me, I need to feel like I'm getting things done.
You know what, Terry? That same shit happened with Burnout Paradise. Remember Burnout Paradise came out?
You open your map, right? And you're like, okay, I just spent, you know, freaking 6 hours playing this game, and my map doesn't look any more cleared up than it did when I started. You know, so I'm like, no, fuck this shit.
It's like, what the fuck? Where's the paths? Where's the fucking action? You're just driving in an open world. I can do this shit at the crib.
So I can't support Forza anymore. And when I say Forza, I'm always gonna whenever I say Forza, I'm always talking Horizon, because I don't support motorsport at all. I can't do that simulation racing on the track shit. But it's just, fuck that shit.
I agree with her. I agree with her.
But Paradise, you still had that progression, because I actually beat that game.
But here's the thing: it lost all of its, like, edge to me. Like when it wasn't opened up, it was like, okay, yeah, this shit's beautiful, but like, where's the edge at?
Yeah,
like,
well, once you got to that end game, the game was over because all they had for co-op were these shitty little mini games.
Yeah,
and the mini games
was tragic. Yeah, so I was
I mean, that game definitely, it was like a lot of fun, and then you got to the end, and then it's like, you just fall off a cliff. It's like, well, this game's done. You know what I mean? But it's just, but I can't do Horizon anymore. I hated 3. I didn't even bother with 4 because I was just like, no,
I want a good Burnout game return.
Yeah, that's what I want, man.
I'm like, why the hell did they remaster Paradise City when they could freaking remaster freaking Burnout Revenge?
Revenge was the best one ever. I swear to God.
I'm like, what were they?
Well, I mean, I enjoyed Paradise also.
I mean, it had its good moments, but it was tragic compared to Revenge.
But I'm not gonna play the remaster. I never got the remaster because I'm like, that game wasn't good enough for a second playthrough.
It wasn't. It
really wasn't. Or go back to PS2 days with the Burnout.
Yeah, I'll take regular Burnout. I'll take Burnout Revenge. I'll take Burnout 3. But outside of that, nope. That shit was tragic. All right, well, Terry, I'm glad you are here and calm. You're lying, though, with your bright colors. You're not, you know what I'm saying? She's fooling the audience today. Everybody's like, oh, Terry's bright. Nope. She's full of rage.
Bright and cheerful.
Just that mellow yellow.
I remembered mellow yellow soda also.
Tuck your age in.
That was good soda.
All right. Welcome, Terry. Next up, we got Big Mike. What's up, man? How you doing? And what have you been playing this week?
Thanks for having me on, everybody. I've been chilling. I've been playing Animal Crossing. Dove in a little bit with Doom Eternal. And got my toes wet with Resident Evil 3.
How is Resident Evil 3? I want to get that so bad.
It's good. I like it so far.
The scariest.
Will it take Danny like 3-4 months to beat the game?
3 years.
Oh yeah. 3 years. It'll take him longer than 3 years, man. It's gonna take him longer.
It's gonna take me 8 years to beat that motherfucker. Because
I stayed up last night.
Isn't that game short though? I heard that game was short.
It's supposed to be 6 hours long.
Yep, 6 hours. Yep.
For $60.
Dude, you can beat that in a sitting.
a lot of people are, venting about, it's not worth $60.
So should it be like $40
for 6 hours? No, I would agree. I mean, usually when you have a game that only has 6 hours of story, they usually expand upon it with a lot of other filler to make it, worthwhile. So if it's just nothing but a linear story for 6 hours, no, that's like a $20-$30 game.
Exactly, they're great. That's some of the stuff that people are venting about. That they cut a lot from the RE3 original, and it's basically like,
well, they pretty much churned that shit out because they already had that shit done as soon as they had the remake of 2 out.
Exactly.
It's like they just threw that shit out.
To me, I would say it's more. To me, it's more of it's like expansion. I would say they should have gave this to Resident Evil 2 as a expansion, if you ask me. It'd have been more sense.
I think they should have just taken their time and put the same amount of love into it as they did the remake of 2, instead of just slapping it together as fast as they can and giving you a really short experience and cutting everything out of the original.
True.
But I mean, like I said, I waited
You know what that was? It was literally Capcom saying, yo, let's get some cash right now. Touching Harry fans!
They said, let's
we got
EA are gonna eat this shit up.
But
we gotta make some cash, or we're gonna lose money during this virus stuff.
Resident Evil 3.
But no, I waited till it launched at midnight and dove in for like 30 minutes. And in the 30 minutes, I probably shit my pants at least 3 times. I'm like, Danny's gonna shit his pants.
Oh no, see, I need my pants. You know what I'm saying? I can't shit them.
It's gonna be like, I'm running out of underwear here.
What happened to the stream? Why is the stream shut down? Because he shit his pants, and he has to try to explain this shit to his wife on why a grown man shit his pants. So I don't know. Oh no, man! That little bit I played on the demo was terrifying. That shit was fucking terrifying. And I ended up tossing 2 grenades at the tyrant or whatever the fuck, Nemesis. I tried to blow his back out, And I know that sounds nasty, but I fucking tried to get him blown out, and he got me. So, shit, I can't fucking play it. You know, I'm just thinking about it right now. I'm like, I can't fucking play that game. I can't.
Yo, what's good, Zaddy? Glad you're here, man.
Oh God, Craig, did you take my advice, man? I said, look, if they say that the audition is a casting couch, don't go, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be an actor, if they say you gotta come to the casting couch, you already know what type of movie that is. And believe me, you're gonna be called Zaddy. You're gonna get your title. So don't do it. Shit. All right. Well, Big Mike, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're
Thank you.
You're here.
I'm here.
I see you.
And awake.
I see you. Because last night you was
I was tired.
talking about you got up at 5 a.m., but you only slept 3 hours.
I am not a morning person. 8 mornings.
Whoever is a morning person.
You know,
Terry's a morning person. She's all, look at her. Look at her. She's all bright and cheerful.
Yeah, but
This
look at
shit
me,
out
I'm
like
Terry.
5 minutes before we went live.
Look at her. I mean, she's like, I'm Terry. How you doing?
No.
Terry about to slap the shit out of you right now. Yeah, what's up, everybody? I am Dan the Man. I'm the host here, and I am pastel colors. I don't understand what the fuck is going on with Discord, but like they updated, so shit is looking a little different. And I guess you know, with my issues with my
Alucard said bright colors.
What's up, Alucard? But yeah, you know, this pastel color that they got me set because my cam is tragic. I'm not feeling it. It's like I don't know. It's like a white dude's leg. It's like I got like a pale color.
What?
Like I don't know what this is. You know,
You looking at Zaddy's leg?
it's like white Zaddy's leg color.
You looking at white Zaddy's leg?
So I don't know what that is, but yeah, I have been playing some COD. I've also played Resident Evil 3 demo, which definitely pants was changed. And then I played a little Animal Crossing.
Exactly. Located hashtag white.
White Zaddy leg. And then I played Animal Crossing. So I've been on that.
I had to send this man a letter.
I did. I'm sorry.
I sent this guy a friend invite like a freaking week ago, and he never accepted. I had to mail him a letter in the game and ask him, please, will you accept it? This guy.
I look at my mailbox. I'm like, oh, a letter. And then I get Terry like, what the fuck? You know, can you please add me as a friend? You can tell that was all condescending. Like, please add me as a fucking friend, you dipshit.
The invite I sent you had been pending since the day I went on you. I saw you in Mike's game that one time. Like I invited you right then and there, and you've been ignoring me since then. I was like, you know what, this mofo.
Shit, I've been, you know, sometimes when you get an Animal Crossing, it's like, as soon as I get in, I'm like, task. All right, I need Nook miles because Nook is Randy Pitchford. So let me get these Nook miles so I can get to an island so I can get these because I've been trying to tarantula farm. And it's like they got a DIY.
Tarantula farming is hard now. Now that April's here,
it's fucked up. It's fucked up. You can't do the DIY.
Why? Because of the rabbit?
Yes.
Because you keep getting if you get like a river on your island, you're pretty much screwed because these
water
giant
bugs.
water bugs. Mm-hmm. These water bugs keep spawning and taking away the spawns, and you have to catch them. And then now you're wasting your net catching those guys.
Yep.
They're not bad.
And they take away, they do take away the spawn counts too. So like 2 water bugs will be in the fucking water, and they will take up
3 or 4.
Well, they'll take up 2 spots of the ground spawns. And then so you have to kill them or catch them and let them go and shit. And then you'll eventually get a tarantula. So it's been fucked up.
It's a very slow grind now with those water bugs.
But now
I got lucky once. I got lucky once to get on an island and didn't have a river. It just had a pond.
Mm-hmm.
but it was a 3-level freaking cliff, and I'm like, there's like not enough room for me to like move on it. So I was like, God, so that was a waste of 2,000 miles going to an island I couldn't use as a farm.
I've been wasting miles.
It was just a giant cliff. There would have been no room to do anything.
And then Bamboo Island, you could do it there, but them ground crickets and shit fuck you up. The ones you have to dig up.
Those guys aren't bad. You can just run around and scare them off. You know, at least you're not wasting.
Yeah. No, the ones underground, the ones you have to dig up.
You don't have to dig them up.
You do.
No.
Now you don't. You can just plant weeds, and weeds will get rid of them. You don't have to dig them up.
I didn't even do that. I didn't even do that. And I still got my tarantulas.
No, dude, we talking about something
different.
No,
I'm not lying.
Not the ones.
No,
that,
I'm not.
Listen,
I've never had to dig up. I've never had to dig up the mole.
Not the ones that hop on top. There's ones that.
I said mole cricket. Those ones you only get when you dig.
Yes.
You're talking about the ones buried in the ground.
Yeah,
the mole cricket.
You do not have to dig them up,
dude.
No, I never did.
I tried to run over them, and they never stopped. Like the only way it worked is when I planted weeds.
Him chirp.
When I planted weeds, it got rid of them instantly. Like boom, they were done.
Right. I'm saying you'll hear them chirp, but you don't have to fuck with them.
Hold on, we're fucking waxing too poetic about Animal Crossing. Yeah, so that's what the fuck I've been playing this week.
I mean, Animal Crossing's life.
Animal Crossing is fucking life. All right,
last night,
go ahead.
Freaking, just real quick, I must have wasted at least 8,000 miles on islands trying to get to a good island to farm, and I got shit on every single one. So
same. I was fucking mad as shit.
I got all bad islands.
How many hours you got in your Animal Crossing yet, Terry?
I don't know.
Terry got like 44,000 hours in Animal Crossing.
Tell you.
Joel play? Joel play?
No.
What? I'm surprised. I figure he would like that too. Yeah.
The only game he plays on the Switch is Smash Bros, and he hasn't touched that in forever.
Shit.
Yep.
What's up, Anthony? What up? What up? I see notifications. Because notifications was foul last week, and that was on YouTube shit. So I'm glad notifications working today. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. So let's talk about our topics today. Last of Us. And let me pull up this article for chat as well so they can see, because that was pretty fucking tragic with Last of Us 2, and with it being delayed. So Last of Us 2 has been delayed indefinitely. So there is no release date for Last of Us 2 currently right now, and they did make a statement, and I want to read the statement here. And it says, as you've likely just seen, the release date of Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed. We're sure this news is just as disappointing to you as it is to us. We wanted to reach out to all of you in our community to give you a little more information. The good news is we're nearly done with development of Last of Us Part 2. We are in the midst of fixing our final bugs. However, even with us finishing the game, we were faced with the reality that due to logistics beyond our control, we couldn't launch The Last of Us Part 2 to our satisfaction. We want to make sure everyone gets to play Last of Us 2 around the same time, ensuring that we're doing everything possible to preserve the best experience for everyone. This meant delaying the game until such a time where we can solve these logistic issues. We are bummed about this decision, but ultimately understood it's what's best and fair to all of our players. We're hoping that this won't be a long delay, and we'll update you as soon as we have information to share. We wish you all, your families, and your friends the best of health. Thank you for being amazing fans and continued support. Stay safe. Naughty Dog. So, yeah. One of PlayStation's biggest fucking games ever is delayed right now with an indefinite fucking date. So Big Mike, what do you think, man? I know you were super fucking hyped about Last of Us.
I ain't gonna lie, I was super hyped for this game because I loved Part 1. I thought it was fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It had a good story, and I enjoyed it. What do I think about being delayed? It was it was a little depressing and it made me sad a little bit. But I mean, shit, I understand. With this COVID-19 coronavirus, that I expect a lot of games is going to get delayed. because a lot of people are working from home and they can't you can't do a lot by working from home.
Well, those teams, their systems are so linked.
Exactly.
So it's probably, cuts a little bit of, having to do the assets for whatever characters or environments that they're designing and then have to send that 55 gig filed, over for them to add it to their system. And then they do the programming and adding it, make the environments realistic. And then they have to send that 62 gig file down to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, it could definitely slow shit down for sure.
From what I was hearing, I also, that, the game is actually done. It's just they're working on, the bugs and the animation and, getting the kinks out.
What's up, Ice Queen?
Shit.
Yeah,
but
man.
Like I said,
damn.
But like I said, I can understand, like I said, because of the coronavirus. I mean, we've lost a lot of stuff because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
We lost E3. We lost, some big fighting game tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Sports.
Exactly. So, I mean, we just got to, sit back, respect it, and it'll come out when it comes out.
There were some people who were truly upset, though, as well.
Oh, yeah.
There were some people who were so upset, they were like saying fuck Sony and all this shit. And it's like, man, are you realizing what's happening now? Like, are you alive?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you breathing? Are you able-bodied person? Shit has changed.
I mean, if the game is done, they could just release the digital version.
They should. And you know what? That was one of the comments somebody made too, which was a good point.
That was some of the comments, I was reading on Twitter.
I mean, that's what Square Enix is doing with, Final Fantasy. They delayed the physical, but everybody who had digital, is still getting it on time.
No, I mean, no. They actually, with the physical and Final Fantasy, they actually shipped out, early for the physical. So like Australia and some other over the seas places can get it on time. But they're going to continue, release the digital of Final Fantasy X on April 10th. So yes, some people already have Final Fantasy in their hands, are already playing it and already spoiling it for some people. Me on Twitter, took Final Fantasy and muted the word Final Fantasy VII Remakes. I wouldn't see any spoilers. I'm like,
I mean, how can you really spoil a game when it's a remake of a game you've played?
No. I know a lot of people are saying that. How can you spoil a game when it's a remake of a game? It's not. I mean, it is a remake of a game, yes, but they added and opened up this world and added so much more detailed content to the game and gave other stories to other characters that we did.
That's like the same as Resident Evil 3. Then it's a remake of a game that's made a long time ago. So,
but they added, like I said, as I was saying, they add like there's a character named Jessie in the original. She didn't get no story time at all. So they're actually giving her story and everything. They're opening up a bunch of other characters.
Well, you don't even leave the city, right?
Well,
but you still know like the actual plot of the game.
Yes, true.
Anyways, to get back to the original topic though, they are like I said. So I was still right because I wasn't considering Australia in them anyways. Talking about us here, they basically are just giving everybody digital for the game for now. So why can't they just do that with Last of Us? If they have the game done, let them fix whatever bugs they got to fix. But once the game is done, instead of having this indefinite thing because they don't know what they're doing with it, whenever they do manage to get it done, even if it's a month from now or whatever it is, just give us the digital.
Yeah, just give us a digital copy.
Then you won't have an issue with, well, we don't have a way to ship physical because the mail system shut down or this or that and the other thing. So just do.
You make it your statues late if you order a collector's edition and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because I doubt anybody's working in a warehouse, to package that shit up. So it's gonna be like I said, they could just do digital. Literally, they just need one person on a laptop or whatever they're doing, and just hit that button to where it's available, and boom, So just release the digital when they get it done.
Digital would be majority
of the people that are going to play digital anyway. So this way they can at least get majority of their consumer base to still play their game this year. So they're not taking a huge hit.
Exactly.
And I swear to God, they will sell still gangbusters.
Otherwise, they're not going to have much for sales for the year if they don't get that game out.
I mean, we'll see.
It's super.
How you doing there,
This
Ice
is the only
Queen?
thing Naughty Dog has right now. So it's like if they don't get that out, then they
No,
don't have
they
anything.
got another game coming out also. I mean, you all might.
Yeah,
not
but they
know.
don't have anything out. Is what I'm saying. They have nothing. So that they need to get their game out. They've been working on this game for a good long while, making it real good, and now they're at the point when they're supposed to get it out, and the viruses make it to where they can't work in the office and they can't people in the warehouse, packaging and shipping. So just finish it from home and fucking just release the digital. Because the virus doesn't affect the digital copy.
You know what they're doing? They're secretly releasing this on PS5. That's what it is.
That's what I think they're doing. Me personally, I think that's what they're going to do. They wanted to leak.
They already said that they weren't making it for the PS5. They were just going to port it over.
Now, though.
No, I don't think they're making it for the PS5, but I think they're going to just release it on the during the PS5.
But it would still be a port, so it's not even. It wouldn't even count as a PlayStation 5 game because it would still be a port.
And that too, like Ray said, they don't want to ruin the sales because they want to add the sales to the physical.
I know,
and the digital together.
I know they want to because everybody don't have.
They can still do that. Get the digital out now, so they'll still have those sales because that's the majority of their sales are going to be digital anyway. We already fucking know. And then when they get the physical out, it'll go out because they'll have their collector's editions or whatever, and they'll still have everybody clamoring over that shit anyways for holiday season, and they can still get out by then. And they'll make bank by holiday season on the physical. Oh no,
shit. Motherfucker that already played all the way through it on digital. They might not buy it.
Talking about the collector's edition. You're gonna tell me when Christmas time comes around, if you didn't get that collector's edition, you wouldn't go nuts for it by then? Hell yeah, you would.
Well, I mean, maybe Brandon might do
they can still get their money for the year.
I don't know. What's
but that whole thing, they don't want to ruin sales. Know what ruins sales, Rafe? Not releasing your product, and now you have zero sales. How about that?
Here comes the rage.
Here comes the rage.
Hey, Danny.
Yes, sir.
If they delay it indefinitely, does it revert to like December 31st of 2020?
They just didn't give a date.
Yeah, it just either say TBA or if the retailers have a placeholder, it will be like December 31st.
They're going to be in limbo like fucking Skull and Bones.
I know. Skull and Bones is like, is that shit coming out? You know what I'm saying? Like, when is that shit coming out?
It's not even a game anymore.
I've done some research on that, Danny, and you know what? The game from my understanding, is the game is done. They're having some kind of issues with trademarks.
Oh, shit. So something's in there that's like, we can't have Pepsi on this boat. Like, I don't know. Maybe.
Because a guy went through all the trademarks and stuff, and like I think they're having issues. They can't have Skull and Bones.
Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe that's trade.
So they're probably trying to figure out, they're probably going to rename it or something. And so now they have to go through all that red tape of having to get a different trademark name and wait for the frickin', offices to approve the trademarks and get their frickin' little certificate and all that shit.
Look, Wraith, you scared him. He said, hey, I'm not disagreeing with you. I bought this. Oh, shit, I bought digital physical for my statue. Yeah, man, I mean, it can happen. And, I hope that they do get a chance to release it because the fever for this game is so ridiculous. I hope they get it out. They have to get it out. At least within the next few months, they have to fucking get it out. Because of what's going on right now, and the access to digital sales and all that shit, they gotta push it. They're going to have to. Hell, for Sony's sake, honestly, because Sony literally in the last few weeks haven't had the best of luck. That fucking deep dive was tragic. And then there's no system. There's nobody's talking about shit.
And we're actually going to talk about that later. I saw you had in the
thing. And then there's something else that came out. So. This shit has to go down.
It's a slow week.
It is, and it's like, and it gets slower and slower the longer we're sheltering in place.
I'm saying they can once they get their bugs and taken care of, and because the game is done. So majority of the work that they would have to do in office, with all the designing and everything, is done. So, so now it's just a matter of. The guys who do the coding and all that stuff to get in there and figure and recode the bugs and stuff.
Yep.
Did you see?
What up, Frozen?
Speaking of Last of Us, speaking of Last of Us, you guys see the leaked gameplay?
No.
No.
Yeah, there's some leaked gameplay for it
What it look like?
already. It was Ellie like waking up out of her bed, and she's playing guitar in the auditorium.
That's it.
And they're showing. Yep.
Oh,
It was leaked.
I was gonna say link me, but I don't want to see that shit. I want to see a motherfucker get a head stabbed in because remember they showed the gameplay, the other official gameplay where a dude got hit in the neck with that fucking hammer. Like I want to see shit like that. So if it's just her playing the guitar, I'm good.
Just release the digital. The fans that want the physical copy or their collector's edition, I'm sure they'll wait because yes, they're gonna want their fancy statue and whatever freaking book of art or whatever bullshit they throw in the box. They'll want it anyway, but they want that game more than anything. So get them the game now, so at least they have that, and then give them their collector's edition later.
And you know what? This is honestly the best time to get it out too, because shit, everybody's at the fucking crib.
Everybody's home. So now you're gonna have the most people, that will, buy the game. People that maybe were like, well, I'm not gonna get it now because I'm not gonna have time. I'm gonna be working. Guess what? Now they got time. They're gonna play your shit. So fucking give us the digital.
Time. These motherfuckers ain't vacationing. They at the crib. So they need shit to do. And it's like, what's the best thing to do? Get a new game. And if that game is a game that's gigantic as Last of Us, it's even better.
It sucks for the employees, the devs, because, it's hard for them to get to work. But if they can get their games out, this is the best because this is when you're going to have the most concurrent players ever on your game. And you want that. So get that shit out.
On a little side note, I don't mean to derail, but there's this game called Last Oasis, and it came out on PC, and it had some traction. You brought
that shit up last week?
Yep, and I know, but now they're talking about, because I guess they didn't realize how many people would be really interested in this, especially folks trying to play on PC. They're already in front of their PCs all the time, and now that they don't have to go to work like that, it's like a flood. And they had to shut their fucking shit down. They didn't even realize that it would be, 20 million concurrent players on your fucking game. Servers like bottomed up and assed out, and they didn't even realize that. And now they're saying that they had to buy servers and they had to do all this shit and beef up their shit now. And they want to do a live stress test tonight. So I think it's free too tonight. So if you guys on PC. Last Oasis, if you want to check it out with me late night, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. tonight, that's when they said they're going to do it. Because I think it's their time, not our time. Streaming it? I might. So, if you're going to be up late after our stream tonight, you can stick around after that, and I will double stream, and I will stream that. Okay.
Which game?
Last Oasis.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Which game?
Alucard said, I don't know if it's still null and void, but
Danny, for sure.
Alucard,
oh yeah, it's no.
Man, you better refund all those points people spent.
You better refund all those points then.
Oh yeah, I will.
You can go in and you can refund that shit. You owe everybody that spent money on grenades points.
Absolutely, it's only 3 people, so it's not a big deal.
Refund every single one.
It's not a big deal. Fuck you. And Last Oasis is amazing, dude.
It's not amazing.
It is. It's fucking amazing. The only complaint I had was connecting.
Rust is amazing, and that game is rough. So
fuck you. Rust is great.
Rust is not great.
Dude's just weak as shit.
Rust
man.
is
Dude,
very,
you
very
hear
rough,
this shit,
man.
King? Motherfuckers is weak, man. I'm not weak. It's like anytime they feel like their shit's stolen, it's like this game sucks because they got their shit stolen.
I mean, I'm not talking gameplay. I'm just talking about the game. The game looks like it hasn't even been finished.
What you mean? The game looks fucking beautiful. What you mean?
That game looks like a damn pre-alpha test.
What the hell are you talking? Are we looking at the same shit? You know what I'm saying?
The game looks terrible, dude.
Whatever. Whatever. All right, Alucard. Listen, I will let you use. I will let you use it today, Alucard. But it's no.
I bought one too, man. I bought one too last night, Alucard, before you did, and that's when he was like, "Oh, these grenades aren't gonna happen," blah, because you know.
Shit, because you can spam them. I spam the shit out of fucking Big Mike. Like right now, if they were avoided, if they were
you
valid,
spammed the grenade after you said that we're not doing them anymore.
I know, but I wanted to show you what if that shit was truly locked down, Big Mike would be dead right now. That's why we said to make them more expensive.
Exactly. Nobody would be spamming them, man.
That's why Terry,
Lokita and I, 100K. Most people couldn't buy any of them at all.
Right.
Well, I only have 12K. Listen, all I have on there.
Until the price adjustments are made, I will honor Alucard's because he's been a true supporter. But that's the only one I will honor.
Fine.
Yes. Yes.
I fucking bought one. You're saying I'm not a true supporter?
No, because your panel. Your internal. Internal's different. So I will take.
I still support. I still showed up for all those streams. How many other people do we have on this panel that are never there? A fuck ton, man.
I love you for
bullshit.
it. I love you for it.
No, that's fucking bullshit. I fucking support. We got panel people here that do not watch the streams. Hell, we got a guy who comes on the fucking show, and he never even has the thing up while he's fucking on the show. So get the fuck out of here, Danny.
So what I will do...
Just give you...
Here's what I do. Here's what I do.
I don't think Platinum has seen a single episode of our show, man. He comes on and he sits there, he talks a little bit, he plays the fucking PlayStation or his phone. He doesn't watch the fucking shit. He doesn't know what's in the chat.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no.
All right.
You're going to tell me I'm not a goddamn supporter?
All right, I'm going to do this.
You fucked up, Daddy.
All right.
You fucked up, Daddy. She was all cheerful.
All right. Listen. Because Terry wants to have blood. Terry's for blood.
Terry's about to cut you.
All right, so
Terry's about to cut you.
I'm going to do one, and I'll take one from Terry. So I'm currently at 4. All right.
Why am I losing a life for calling you on your bullshit?
I'm letting you take that life away from me. I'm letting you use your grenade.
Okay.
So I am down to 4. Big Mike, fuck yours. Yours was spammerific. You did bullshit.
I bought one. That's all I did.
He did. He bought one, and then Danny bought like 5.
Yeah, you're the one who spammed it. You're the one who spammed. So I want my point. I want my least point.
So then let's do Big Mike's. All right, so Big Mike's lives is gone, and then I'll let Big Mike lose it. Oh, we valid, right? We valid, right? Okay. And then I'll take so now I am down to 3. I am down to 3.
If we're
Big Mike is down to 1.
What up, Lokita?
Right. So let's if we honoring, Big Mike has 1 life. I have 3. So right now that's what the challenge.
I'm starting at you though.
So Alucard, you and Terry took 3 lives away from me. And remember, I spammed you. So you lost 5 since we're validating everything. So you are down to 1. Right?
Okay, fine. All
right.
Fine.
Then there it is. But after today, that shit is dead. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is.
We're not deleting it.
Yes, we are. We're going to swap that out for something else. We're going to put something else there.
We're going to jack the price up, like we said, to 100,000, where you can't spam them.
Because they'll take a long time to earn that.
Exactly.
I will take your suggestions into consideration.
You know what that means, Terry?
I will take your suggestions in consideration. Anyway,
what's gonna happen, everybody? He's gonna turn it off. He's gonna put something else on, and then he's gonna be like, you know what? I don't like it when I'm streaming and these people are using this, so now that one's gone too.
Exactly,
Danny. Because I'm Danny, and I'll just take shit away because it got used against me. That's what happens.
I secretly get a little giddy when Terry is mad.
You get soft.
It's almost kind of like a turn on when she gets mad.
Frozen said you owe him a grenade as well.
But he had a real grenade, so that's different. That's
Did you honor it? Did you honor it?
Nope, because that shit's dead.
Nope.
Yeah, that shit's dead. That shit expired. There's an expiration date on chat grenades. Because dude,
damn, Frozen,
you're no longer Dan the man. You're the dishonorable.
Oh
shit! I like it.
All right, well I will change my name then. But that shit is not
dishonorable man.
Now what?
Terry, would you say he's equivalent of Randy Pitchford then?
Damn!
I'll just say yes on that one.
Hold on, while we talking
Yeah.
about fuck
I would
that.
say no, only because Randy Pitchford at least gets some profit out of it. He's not getting nothing other than just taking shit. He's not getting anything out of it.
Fuck you.
So he's failing at being Pitchford.
Oh shit, man. Y'all tragic, man.
That's even better. That's even better, Ray. Dan, the no man, Dan.
All right, whatever. Speaking of terrible people who run companies, let's talk about Randy Pitchford. Let's talk about Randy.
What perfect way for Randy to lead us into the next.
Right
there
it is. Since y'all want to talk about, fucking Randy Pitchford.
Look, he says, "Yo, Terry ain't taking your shit today, Daddy."
Hell no.
I see, but it's secretly
hashtag Danny Pitchford.
Better watch out. I'm radiation fucking yellow, dude. I'm ready.
Right, and y'all thought that was bright yellow happiness? That's radiation yellow. All right. Danny Pitchford, fuck you, Brandon. Anyway, Randy Bitchford, like Frozen is saying, or Shao Kahn, as I call him. This dude, man, you know what? Listen, every time there's a story about Randy Pitchford and how scummy he really is when it comes to how he treats his employees and what he does all these little back end fucking deals, I start to feel really bad for the devs that work for him and who put in the blood, sweat, and tears to try to make his games amazing, and he steady fucks them over. I know Terry was vocal about this shit too, but Randy Pitchford, I guess there was
I called this shit.
You said he's not going to change. Because remember they tried to say,
Yeah, because literally we had this huge thing. Because before Borderlands 3 even dropped, Randy Pitchford was in the news, and we discussed it on the show about how he had cheated employees out of their bonus checks, and how he was embezzling money from the company. And I was like, you know what's going to happen? This guy is going to do the same thing when Borderlands 3 comes out. I'm not I boycotted the game. Some other people, there were 2 boycotts. Most of the people that said they were boycotting the game boycotted over some bullshit about how it was on Epic Games, not Steam or whatever. Whatever, those people are fucking idiots. I boycotted the game because Randy Pitchford's a goddamn crook, and I knew that, since he, was already guilty of embezzlement and cheating his employees, and there's no way in hell he's gonna all of a sudden be a goddamn angel and not do that shit again. So I fucking said that he's gonna fucking screw people out of that money. Don't buy that game. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy it because
they
I'm
want to
not
support the devs." You know
I'm
what I'm
gonna buy it to
you
support the devs, and I said, "Yo, you're not supporting the devs if he fucking takes that money from them." I'm like, "So you're supporting Randy Pitchford?" And look what happens! You fucking supported Randy Pitchford. You're all a bunch of fucking suckers. You're all a bunch of fucking suckers. I called this shit as I saw it. It fucking happened. You were all goddamn patsies. All right.
It disgusts me. How much
it hurt me.
And you know what? And the excuse he had was that, and he says it in this article too, that he realized that Borderlands 3 was more expensive than the studio had previously anticipated. And this is what was one of his comments. And he said, so some of the sales projections were off. But sales and paying for the game to be made is 2 different monetary issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sold gangbusters with Borderlands 3. Like, that shit sold.
Dude, it was, I think
great.
It did great in sales. I think it was number 4.
Number 4
in sales?
For like 5 months in a row and shit. Like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
it's like, and those so-called I'm boycotting because it's on Epic Games fucking launcher. They fucking sold like hotcakes on Epic.
They
Do you
did.
know all those people that claim they were boycotting?
It sold most
Epic are
on
full of
PC.
shit?
It did. It sold most on PC.
It sold amazing on Epic. So those so-called boycotters are all full of shit. You know that they fucking bought it on Epic.
Right. That, and plus, on top of that Epic deal, on the Epic deal, they got a bonus check for, making it exclusive to Epic.
They did.
Well.
They were supposed to. But Randy Pitchford got the money, and he did not share it with the employees. He got the money.
And you know how he took $12 million.
And say it right here, $12 million. He was rewarded up to a $12 million executive bonus that he held against the royalties that Gearbox would have paid the rest of her employees.
And he took it and said, "Fuck you" to the devs.
He said, and this means that if the royalties were paid to Gearbox, since he's the main dude who founded Gearbox, he has to be paid first. So he took all the money, which is like, dude, wow,
that's
man.
Scummy. That shit is scummy as fuck.
That's like, your employees they leave their families. Like when they develop games, it's not like it's a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like developing games is truly a trying thing. You have to have passion for it. And those people, they don't see their families and shit weeks at a time. They work 50, 60 fucking hours trying to get the game out. There's a lot of ideas that they probably had that get trashed.
Being in the game industry as a developer in any way, working in those studios, like they work crazy hours. They all do it. Yep. They've always been doing it. People, were trying to get on them about how certain ones were doing it recently last year. It's like, no, that's not a new thing. They've been doing that shit since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Where they work. Well, they'll put 80 plus hours in a week. That's the fucking average for, somebody in that trade. So, and those people have been working. A lot of those people that do these games have been working in that trade for 30 years. So it's not like they should all of a sudden be shocked that they're doing it because they've been doing it for the last 30 years. So they know what they fucking signed up for at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but fucking Randy Pitchford is a goddamn fucking criminal. He should have been in prison for embezzling to begin with. And he got off on that bullshit.
For sure, for the embezzling.
And then he fucking steals the money from the employee bonuses again. Yeah,
this is the second time that
all I can say is
employees.
I told you so. I fucking told you all so, and I didn't support it. I ended up getting the game on bargain bin through a third-party source, so he didn't get a penny from me. Fuck you, Pitchford.
Hey, Terry, I heard that, King got a special letter from Randy Pitchford, him and Dave, because they bought it day one.
Yeah, he said, thank you for sucking my dick!
Oh, damn! Damn, Terry!
Damn.
Thank you. And then he's gonna get another letter. He's gonna be like, I'm ready for seconds when you buy that fucking season pass and all my DLC. See you soon. Kisses.
He had a picture of like,
I bet you that's what from Randy Pitchford said. Thanks for.
It was actually it was like a picture of Tom Nook sucking Randy Pitchford's dick, and it was like, this is what happened when you buy Borderlands 3. He
says, "God damn, Gary's taking no prisoners today."
So it's just it's a little tragic, and it's
Frozen says, Frozen said, Danny, that King and Dave should lose lives.
I mean, we took your lives when you supported the freaking Call of Duty thing when you bought the full game and you just wanted the free content they came with.
Well, I did. That was fucked up. When they fucking made the Battle Royale free, I was pissed.
Oh. So maybe it's only fair. Daddy.
Do I want to do it? King is my homie, though. I can't.
Hey, I'm your homie. You took my lives.
But you're tragic.
Oh, I see how it is. I say one life from Dave and King ain't gonna hurt anything.
It won't hurt them because they don't really lose lives, so it's not like it's gonna matter.
It just means they're in danger.
I'm not gonna complain.
There it is. There's one for King.
King's like, I'm not complaining. Just go ahead.
Dave D.
I'm not complaining.
I know you're right. I know. I'm saying, can they go play? He's like, fuck it, take a light for me. Go ahead. Because we're not dating. We're not dating. No, we can't do that.
Whatever. And I am not Randy Pitchford. I will never do that. You know, like I will never.
I mean, you.
Come on, maybe about the
No. Will you say this is compared to EA scumbag also?
Yes,
or even worse?
Of course.
I would say
EA.
I say it's worse.
EA preys on kids, man. Like, that's what they do. They prey on kids' sensibilities.
But I mean, personally, I think it's worse than EA though.
It is a little. It's a little worse because EA.
At least EA's paying their devs, and
they are.
Bonuses.
That's the one thing. Yes.
But see, the thing that bothered me is he promised the devs they would get royalties, and he's like, "Psych, bitch!" You know?
Gotcha, bitch. Like I was just like, "Fuck you," and the devs is like, "What?"
Everybody, if anybody works at Gearbox, like I understand, times are tough and it's gonna be hard finding work, but just keep your eyes out for other studios that are hiring, and apply. And as soon as one picks you up, be like, "Peace, Randy."
Fuck you.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Leave with your ass out so he can come together like butt cheeks.
Exactly. That's what I'd say, Dan. I wouldn't even say peace. I'd drop my fucking drawers.
I drop my motherfucking pants.
You guys. If I remember Ubisoft is hiring, so you guys, that Gearbox, hop on over.
Come on and get that fucking Skull and Bones out.
Ubisoft I think, was hiring. They're trying to get. I think Ubisoft is trying to get some people to make a new game or something. Want like a new IP or something. But, watch it be like we send this message out, and then next it's like your channel's been
permanently because we got a strike. Motherfucking Randy Pitchford's got a picture of his face on our channel. Like I'd be mad as fuck.
It'll be a picture of him going like,
right.
I
would be on Twitch shitting on him because he can't fuck with us on Twitch. So we'll be on Twitch. We'll have the Randy Pitchford hour. And all we will do is shit on Randy Pitchford. We'll get photos from his Instagram, and we'll just motherfucking roast his ass for an hour. So that's if we get kicked off of YouTube. But Randy, hashtag fuck you, dude. You got to be better than this, man. This is the times right now is not needed for corporate criminals, because all you're doing is degrading people's work, man. That's so fucking sad.
All right.
That's the other thing that triggers me. I'm sorry, there, Terry. Yeah, that's the other thing that triggers me is cause of this pandemic and everything that's going on. Those families probably could have used a little of that bonus money. I'm just saying.
Damn. He like, fuck a pandemic. Motherfucker, I need that 12 million. You suck my dick.
He did not do this once. He's now done
I know this is twice. The second time.
All right, he's done this twice. So going forward, anybody who comes out here on the freaking panel or in the chat saying how they're gonna buy a fucking a game from fucking Gearbox, saying you want to support the devs, bullshit. All right.
Once they come out with a fucking game that is so unreal that we gotta have it.
You already know Randy's pocketing that shit. All right, so get out of here. I would say don't buy any of their games anymore. Wait to bargain bin. Buy that shit used. Make sure they don't get a penny of it. This way you can still enjoy the game if you're a fan of the franchise, but don't fucking buy that shit. Do not buy that shit.
That is good. That is good advice.
Let him go bankrupt. All right, fuck him.
Yeah, I cannot believe Randy did this again. Like, Terry, you did call it. Like, this motherfucker. He just dug back into the evil villain box.
The guy got away with embezzling from his own company. If a guy gets away with that, you really think he's going to be scared to do it again? Fuck no.
Because he won that lawsuit. They threw that lawsuit up, that first one. And they said, yeah, go ahead and fucking screw your devs. Fuck it. Do it, Damn. That's insane, man.
Oh no! You just bought the DLC?
No.
You just fondled his balls, man.
You gargled him. You gargled his nuts.
Welcome to the show, there, Game Genie Prime.
What's up, Game Genie? Let's see. EJ says 99% of the rich people don't even donate to charity anyway. Well, yeah, that's true. Let's see. Ray says I'm not getting that Godfall. That is Godfall is made by who? Is it Gearbox?
Amazon?
Godfall is made by Gearbox. Yes.
It is.
Shit! And that was one I fucking wanted too.
Terry's
Get
like,
it
all
bargain
right.
bin. Because it's going to be on PC. It's going to be on PC, Danny.
Yeah.
So you know you can get that shit
It's a
on
PS4.
sale.
It's a PS4
That's true.
and Epic game exclusive for.
Oh,
Yeah, so you just wait for
I'll get the
Godfall to
sale.
go on a crazy fucking sale.
yeah.
You know, or win a copy somewhere, and then that way you can have it for free, and you can at least say that you didn't, support.
Now I don't know if Randy Pitchford has any, hands in Godfall. I just know
if Gearbox is on the thing, he's the CEO.
He's CEO. He's the main dude at Gearbox. So
all the money goes to him. Even if he doesn't have anything to do with the actual development of that game, he's the CEO of the company. So anything that game makes is going in his fucking pocket.
Wraith,
okay.
I'm not going to coddle his bally toes. I'm not, man.
His ball toes.
I'm not, man. I'm listening to Terry. Fuck Godfall, even though I'm like chubbed out for it. I definitely want to play it, but I can't fuck with it right now. Not with Randy Pitchford on this bullshit. I can't support it. I just can't. That's like straight support and embezzlement. And I just can't fucking do that shit.
Real quick, I want to say, we got 12 people in the chat. If you're listening, hit that like button. Show some support, guys.
Hit that
Thank
like,
you.
hit that follow.
We love you.
If you're brand new and you've been having some good fun enjoying the conversation, hit that subscribe button. Come on back. We do this every week.
Yep.
10% game news, 90% shit on other people.
Yeah, yes, 90% nut coddling. You already know. Let's see. Wrath said cup of nutters. Okay.
Hashtag, I like that. Hashtag that cup of nutters.
Frozen said Godfall's launch game fodder. Could be. I don't know. I like those type of games. So whenever a new one is announced, that's like that, like a looter type, I do like those fucking games. So I was really hyped about it. But if Gearbox is behind that shit, I can't give Randy Pitchford no money. I can't fucking.
I saw it.
I can't cup the nutters. I can't do it.
Hashtag Danny Pitchford for grenades.
Danny Pitchford grenades. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting. So yeah, hashtag Randy Pitchford fucking sucks. Let's see what else we got. Okay, yeah. There was a new game announced. It's called Mortal Shell. It looks fucking pretty sick, nasty, and I wanted to do a trailer reaction with us here. So let's try.
That looked good. I saw the trailer. It looked impressive.
You know what I'm saying? That shit looked dope as fuck. It's like, what is that? So let me pull that up for you guys here. And where is it? Sometimes this shit don't be fucking pulling up. And I'll be like, why are you like this? See, it didn't come up. Why? I can't shit.
Mike,
see, after the update,
that whole thing with the whole thing with the grenades last night during stream.
Yeah,
there should have been a YouTube clip of just Randy Pitchford playing.
Whatever. Whatever. So let's pull this up. Yeah, this is called Mortal Shell, and let's check it out.
Shell, flesh and instinct without purpose.
Bam. Shit.
Alright guys, welcome back for some more gaming news, and today we are here to talk about a brand new...
the trailer for Mortal Shell. That was one of the dabs. He put it up and he
Is this like Dark Souls?
It's gonna
actually.
It's going to be another Soulsy game.
Uh-oh, Terry's triggered.
I mean, it's the
Terry's reaction.
It's Soulsy, Terry. It is Soulsy.
It's another Soulsy game.
So yeah, it is called Mortal Shell. It's definitely supposed to be super brutal. You definitely have a lot of like magic style attacks too, which I find interesting. Big Mike, what you think, man?
It looks impressive. I'll definitely want to play this.
That shit looks
I've been playing a few Soulsy type games. I mean, from Bloodborne and Star Wars Fallen Order and shit like that. Enjoying.
That shit. Lokita said she about to play it. She said she getting it day one. No, I'm just playing.
Did you guys see that there's another game that is going to be, I think their beta starts on Tuesday for Valorant.
Yeah, Valorant.
That's the one that one is like CSGO meets Overwatch. So,
Terry, I'm down to try it if you down.
I don't know if I want to play that.
Yes, Terry, let's play it.
She's like,
let's play it.
No, I don't like CSGO or Overwatch, so to play a hybrid is just...
But it might be the shit as a hybrid. Maybe that's what was missing. Like both games needed to be combined in order for it to be good. Like maybe that's what it is.
Frozen, I ain't gonna lie. Look, Frozen, I ain't gonna lie. I can't beat Sekiro.
I know this motherfucker failed like a motherfucker. He can't get past the first part.
There's no super easy mode. That's why.
Exactly. Sekiro is fucking hard. I ain't gonna lie.
See, go play some other games on Insane and get that practice, and then come back to Sekiro, and you might be able to handle it.
Sekiro, Sekiro booty clapping the shit out of fucking Big Mike.
I want to see you do it, Terry. I want to see you do it, Terry.
I don't even have that game.
Oh, I'll make sure I get it for you. You wanna judge me about you, Terry?
Judge you?
About you, Daddy.
Terry.
You want to see Terry rage and play Sekiro?
For sure. Game Genie says, "Oh snap, Terry, another Bat fan." Okay, milady.
Hell yeah.
So you're back.
I'm wearing Batgirl today, but Batwoman for life, dude.
Oh shit.
Terry, is there a difference between Batgirl and Batwoman? Or
they're completely different people.
Yeah,
and Batwoman uses guns.
Yeah.
Batwoman will use guns, and she's not technically part of the Bat family. She just uses that likeness because it just works because she's in Gotham. But they're doing the thing in the TV show right now, the CW, where they made her freaking Bruce's cousin, which is some bullshit.
Yes,
because they're not related. Supposed to
that
be related.
Is true.
So
that's bullshit. Yes,
they made a different thing because they wanted to make it whatever, fucking right. Hollywood. But yeah, no, she uses guns, and in the comic book, Batman tries to recruit her. She said, "Fuck off now, doing my own thing," So, because she doesn't have a problem with shooting people. Batman's super against shooting people.
Frozen says Big Mike needs to be playing at 60 FPS. That's why he's failing. That's probably facts too, though. Because those type of games benefit from high frame rates.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Have you beat it yet, Danny? You're playing on PC. Crickets. I heard crickets.
Listen,
he's like,
Sekiro is. I am way further than Big Mike. Big Mike's
way further than me. Way further than me.
Big Mike's stuck on the ogre still.
I beat the ogre. I already beat the ogre.
Sway?
I already beat him. And Alucard watched me do it. But I already beat the ogre.
Yeah, I'm way further than Big Mike is, so I'm far. It's more. Listen. No, fuck you, Big Mike. You're not gonna get me on this. What it is when you play a game for so long, and then new games come out, you play them, and then they become your backlog. That's Danny, what it is.
Danny?
Yes.
Have you played Lords of the Fallen?
Absolutely.
Now, how would you compare that to Sekiro? Because I played Lords of the Fallen. I actually really enjoyed that game. That game had some. That game was, had some difficulty to it.
It is definitely like it because all those games are very similar. So if you're looking for that same like tactical action style, like Lords of the Fallen, Sekiro is definitely more like it than Dark Souls.
I really enjoyed Lords of the Fallen because it gave you a good challenge, and it didn't have the trollless bullshit that.
Terry, if you play Sekiro, I will fucking tier 7 sub you if you play Sekiro.
Tier 7 sub.
Whatever your highest fucking tier sub is, I will do that if you play Sekiro.
Tier 3 is
all right. Well, tier 3 sub. I will tier 3 sub if you fucking play Sekiro.
Oh, Dave, since you just joined us,
I'll have to try
Dave, just so you know.
Or how about this bet also? Danny versus Mike, first one to beat Sekiro first.
I will destroy Mike. Mike can't pass
My
shit.
money's on Danny. My money's on Danny all day long.
I'll pull up Gameplay right now and see if I can get it.
Yes, Terry. Yes, Terry. I will be there for every fucking stream.
Sekiro. Oh my god.
Hey, real quick. So, Dave's just joined us. You might want to, let him know that he's lost a life,
man.
Yeah, you lost a life there, Dave.
Okay.
It's okay. Listen, it's an annual thing.
There's no point fighting because he already knows.
Frozen wants to hear the music. Frozen said, "Cue the music."
You want to cue the
music? You guys see my picture. My picture shows a lost
Absolutely, it's 100% factual.
For real, what difficulty do I have to? What difficulty do I?
There is no difficulty.
There's no difficulty.
You just play that
no difficulty, so I can't. So I'm not going to go in and play this game, and then you're going to call bullshit.
It's already
difficulty.
No,
it's already.
Terry,
it's already on insane mode. It's
already set to insane mode. There is no easy.
Okay. Well, I just added it to my.
Yes, Terry. As soon as you stream that shit, I swear to God, it's gonna pop up on your stream. You will have legs shaking because it will be tier 3, and it'll be Danny on that motherfucker. I'm spending that cash if you do that for sure. You're gonna have hashtag goat legs.
I added it to my queue. It's number 1 on the queue. I won't finish my queue though because I still gotta finish my One Piece. Once One Piece goes back.
Oh, One Piece is gonna be like. It's gonna be like almost like a what's that game that kids play? It's like it's not really a video game system. It's like Toad or something or Leapfrog. It's gonna be like Leapfrog games. You ever heard of Leapfrog? It's like those little big. One Piece will be like Leapfrog compared to fucking Sekiro.
That shit was easy as fuck.
That shit.
Ring the bell. It makes it harder.
I don't know.
No, it does. There's a bell in the game that it'll go from insane to like Terry mode, and Terry mode is like as soon as you hit start, you just instantly rage. Like it's like I can't even.
No, real quick.
Damn, I don't want that hard.
If it feels more like Dark Souls, I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna like it. But if it's comparable to Lords of the Fallen,
it's definitely more Lords of the Fallen than Dark Souls.
Okay,
I can say that.
I really liked Lords of the Fallen because still had the difficulty.
Because you have environmental things like with Lords of the Fallen, and see.
Yeah, real quick.
Dark Souls is a troll game, man. Like the devs just want to fuck with you.
Oh, there's some trollish shit though in Sekiro, but it's not like
hashtag. Hashtag Danny makes Terry's leg shake.
What the fuck? So it's that tier 3 sub. I'm telling you, as soon as I see Terry pop up and it goes Terry playing Sekiro, it's like hashtag leg shake because I'm getting ready to hit that tier 3 fucking sub, and it's gonna be going down.
It's gonna vibrate like.
Is you hear that? Terry's love sense that went off. Okay, so
says hashtag Danny.
I'm already taken, Danny. I'm Lokita stream life. So
oh shit, that's all right though. When that tier 3 sub hit, that shit hit different. You know what I'm saying? That tier 3 sub hit different, Terry.
That's
good. Sub hit different.
Okay, so yeah, so
Frozen said it'll be fucking bad if he beats the game before both of us, Danny.
That would be kind of crazy.
Terry's a beast on games, though. Don't sleep on Terry. Terry's a
beast on games.
Terry's a beast, but here's the thing, though.
Go watch I did a full playthrough of Lords of the Fallen. All right, there's some rage moments on there. It's all on my YouTube.
There you go.
Like, you can see I do play shit like that.
So here's what we do. And we have witnesses. We have people in chat witnessing. We have witnesses on the panel. As soon as Terry goes live playing Sekiro, I am going to tier 3 sub, and because you know why? You have to ease the pain of the fallen. And you talking about you played Lords of the Fallen.
How about that? How about this?
I played Lords of the Fallen. In that game, there was a lot of fucking rage on that game. So I expect that.
Shit.
On top of that, let's make this interesting. On top of that.
Is the camera good? Because the number one thing that sucks on games like this is a shitty fucking camera angle. Is the camera good?
No, camera's free. It's all good. You can control. It's all amazing. Here's what I will.
That shit... That camera stuff will get you killed.
Okay, so here's this, Terry, and I'll even do you one better. All right? If you beat the ogre in first try, no deaths, I will also gift a tier 3 sub.
Dude, I'm not even gonna know how to beat this ogre, you know.
But Terry, you MLG though. You MLG though. So
I'm not gonna beat it in my first try, man. That's not gonna happen.
Listen,
if
you don't, there's no stipulations on your end.
Unless the game is on easy, everybody dies on a boss fight at least once because you gotta learn how the boss works.
Listen, Terry, there is no stipulation on your end. This is just an obligation for me. So if you don't beat them, there's no punishment or anything.
If a fucking miracle happens and I somehow, manage to be, God amongst gamers and beat it on my first attempt, then yes.
If you beat the ogre is the first dude. He's literally the first obstacle. So if you can beat the first obstacle, which is the ogre, in one try, like if you just get him, I will not only because I'm subbing as soon as you go live, but I will also gift a tier 3 sub. So you guys,
that's what I'm saying. How about this? This is a challenge right here. I mean, you got what if she beats the game before you?
If she beats the ogre first try.
No. I'm saying if she beats the game totally before you, she gets something, and
have you given up on it? Because you said you can't beat it. So are you throwing in the towel, Mike? Are you officially throwing in the towel so everybody knows that that game is dead to you? You're never going to beat it because you can't handle it.
I won't beat it, but I mean, I'll go back to it here and there. I'll be honest. I mean, I'll go back to it here and there, but right now the game's dead to me.
He's throwing in the towel. He's throwing in the towel. He's just going back for a couple, booty slaps because he knows
exactly.
He misses it.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It took me 1 year to beat the ogre.
Holy shit! Listen, but Big Mike is tragic. You can't base it off of Big Mike shit. He's tragic, so you can't base it off.
All right.
But
whenever
Terry,
this game shows up, though, for real, whenever this game shows up, like I said, I have to beat One Piece, and that's an freaking RPG, so it's taking me a while because I'm trying to do every single fucking quest in it, not just do the story.
And Danny, I'll be keeper of the records.
If Terry beats the ogre one try, I will do the sub. So that'll be the main challenge.
For the record, I'm gonna be playing it on an Xbox because I'm gonna be renting the game. And I can't rent it on PC, so I have to go.
Yes, you got to rent it on Xbox. So, we will see. So, I can't wait to see that shit.
Man, Terry, Steam. Steam should do freaking rentals, dude. Could you imagine if Steam's like, yo, pay us like $5. We'll let you play this game for like 2 weeks.
Right.
And then, you know what I mean? Like.
But Danny, I'll also put down that once she goes live with that, you better sub a tier 3.
Oh, for sure. And you can keep track of that as well. So as soon as she goes live, it's boom. She gonna get the goat legs. So there it is. All right. Let's see. Next on the docket, what do we got here? I know we talked about Mortal Shell, right? Okay. PS5. So this is kind of I don't want to say.
It's not official.
It's not official, but there's been
definitely rumor at this point.
There's rumors.
There's been some rumors.
Let's just say rumor because they didn't cite the source of who said it. So it's very well. It's not official. Like
I've been seeing it all over.
It hasn't been proven as fact. You know what I mean? No one's come out and said, "Yeah, this is true."
Right.
So we'll just say it's
right.
rumor.
That's the disclaimer. It's not proven. This is not. We're not saying the platform has 100% information. This is just a rumor.
Take it. Hashtag take it with a grain of.
Right. Lokita said, "Why you keep trying to make everyone have goat legs, Danny?"
Because he loves bestiality.
Listen. It's the goal. If your legs don't stretch out after I'm done, then I failed. You know what I'm saying? Something has failed. Either the toy has failed.
That just means that you like to make your woman's, toes curl.
There it is. Stretch out. So if them legs don't stretch out, I didn't do it.
Make those toes curl, man. And you're doing it right.
Anyway, PlayStation.
This is terrible.
PlayStation 5, there has been some little rumblings that Sony is having a hard time getting this kind of like system put together with all the architecture that they promised, and they're having some serious heating problems with PlayStation 5. So I guess there was a comment made on the deep dive video, and it was somebody who had commented on it, and they were supposed to be an internal employee, and they were complaining about the heat. They were saying that the PlayStation 5 was shut down because it just would keep overheating, and they couldn't keep the PlayStation 5s on longer than about 10 minutes. Like, what?
Damn.
Y'all already, you know how close we are to having like new generation of console gaming right now. I don't see it happening. This is kind of spooky.
Yeah, I don't see it happen. I don't see it happening this year. I think it gets delayed because of the issue. But you know what though? I heard a birdie say that they were gonna probably go with the design like Xbox. With the
tall design with the.
I heard that.
Oh, that would be amazing! You know the Sony ponies will be pissed because they were over there making fun of it, and then they fucking get one. Oh, I would love it.
Because
I saw that in the rumor.
It's air. They said because it can cool down the best in that shape.
Oh, so you're telling me Microsoft knows how to do their stuff?
Hashtag PC. Let's see. Game Genie says sidebar. Danny, are usually on K-Megas? Nope, but I wish.
PC has a tower.
Listen, that's hashtag PC. Like I was saying, dudes is always moist when you say hashtag PC. But I'm like this.
Microsoft is PC.
Microsoft is PC. They know how to do cooling.
They took their PC knowledge and they put it in their fucking console. And now the Sony people are just fucking salty.
They're like, oh shit, that is working.
Just like when the Sony people, got hacked, and then Sony had to go and ask Microsoft to help them.
Yeah, I remember that shit where Sony had to go to Microsoft and say, "Please help me."
What's up, Blue? Yeah, he said. Yeah, they said the same thing.
Microsoft is like gargoyle balls.
Yeah, that's what it is, Frozen, man. They're going, and listen, it's inevitable. But you'll hear dudes online and they will just get so moist, man. But you have to just tell them, look at what Xbox is doing with the design right now. If you set that next to a desktop, you would think two fucking desktops would sit next to each other instead of it being an Xbox X. So it's like, this is how they got to do it. Sony, I know you don't want to seem like you copying, but if your shit is burning up because you're still trying to make it look like PS4, you're failing. You need to do it the best way, because you look at the specs on this shit. You have to be able to cool things down, and this is the PC
Us PC
philosophy.
Gamers, we don't worry about that.
Hashtag
I think it's
PC.
I think it's next week. I might be wrong. That Digital Foundry is supposed to be doing a deeper dive on the PS5. They're supposed to, get their hands on it.
We don't need to go any deeper.
God, we already went as deep with fucking Mark Cerny. He went so deep, he was motherfucking a porn star. Shit.
They're going to do like what they did. They're going to do like what they did with the Xbox Series X.
Okay, well that's good, because that was actually dope.
It's not really a deep dive. It's more like if they summarize it and make it something that people actually want to.
Okay, see,
instead of talking about sounds and fucking sounds and how it bounces. Dana Carvey was looking fucked up.
Thank you, Game Genie. Game Genie corrected me. They already did it. The Digital Foundry did do the PS5, break it down and everything already. So there you go.
When did that shit happen?
This week, I guess. I have to go watch it then.
Yeah, I need to go check it out.
Obviously,
because
bullshit. Because I ain't heard about it.
I don't know. I need to see it because Digital Foundry is like super understanding. Mark Cerny though was like, "What is happening, man?" That dude. He just.
But you know what though? I knew something was up because they did not show the console in that Dana Carvey breakdown. I knew something up, man. I knew. So I was waiting for him to say, "Isn't that special?"
First of all, David, tuck your age in, David. First of all,
I know I'm old. But
whenever I think of that guy, though, I always think turtle.
Are you not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Or do Georgia Bush not gonna do it? Not gonna do it. But hold on, yo. But I honestly thought
that was pretty fucking good, dude.
Because you got Mike Cerny up there talking about whispers in the ears and sending pictures of ears and shit. I knew something was up, man, because they didn't show shit, man. I'm like, that shit is not even done. That shit's not coming out this year. It's fucking not. It's just not.
Man, but you know what? If things work out to where Microsoft can still get their console out this year and Sony has to wait till next year, you know, that's going to be great. That's going to be a great head start because everyone's going to be like, oh, fuck, I want to have a next-gen console, so I might just get Xbox for a bit.
That's true, though. That is kind of facts, though, Terry.
I don't see Xbox releasing either. I might be wrong. I don't see Xbox releasing this year either.
Xbox might, though, because they said they already had... Because look what they're giving out right now. You can swear to God that they already have a warehouse full of these shits ready to go. The way they've been displaying the Xbox Series X, I think they're
ready to go.
Yeah, I think they're ready to go.
Yeah.
Xbox Sony ready to go.
Unless their thumb up their ass, they don't know what to do.
And real quick, notion here.
Sony's gonna do like what, like earlier Anthem, put everything together. Here you go, boom.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah, real quick, Game Genie, David, a.k.a. Wesley Pipes, knows all about the up and down motion.
Oh my God, Mike.
Wow, here we go.
Look, Game Genie, if you go back into our episodes, look for our AMA.
He knows back and forth. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, not back and forth, not up and down.
He knows it all. He knows it up and down, back and forth, side to side.
He got them hip movements. I'm telling you, look, Game Genie, shameless.
All I know is his hips don't lie.
Listen,
his hips don't lie.
Shameless plug.
The only reason why Mike brings this up is because he idolizes and is jealous.
Absolutely, he is jealous.
Prime can do these things, and he wants prime time.
I ain't gonna lie.
To send him a goddamn handbook, like a 101 for dummies.
I ain't gonna lie.
For dummies, how to not be a Filipino. Send that to me.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I bought, Wesley Pipes' handbook and how to get it from side to side.
I don't know.
Here we go.
Listen. Game Genie, shameless.
It cost me $9.99.
Listen, shameless plug. If you go look back at our old episodes, I think it was about 5 episodes back. We did an AMA, and you already know once you do an AMA, it's already fucked up. Actually, we did a recent AMA, and it was fucked up too. But
I hate AMA.
AMAs, ask us anything, even though it's AMA.
Yes, Game Genie. The book was a little sticky after I was done reading it.
Oh man!
Oh my God,
dude! Don't hear that.
Wait, hold up! You need some soap and a towel, dude.
Hey, hold on, Danny. You told me last night. Whatever I do, don't whack it in the shower with soap.
But that's because it hurts. All right, so that's a conversation we can have. This motherfucker trying to blow us out. Don't try to blow us out. We was having a private convo.
Oh my God. That's how we literally just jump off a topic so randomly. It's like,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to have a private ass conversation we was having.
Reel it in.
You know what I'm saying? God damn.
All right,
anyway,
I think it's start final round.
Lucas says who's blowing hell?
Wait, hold on.
For real though, you guys, if Microsoft can get their console out still this year and Sony doesn't,
Thank you, Terry.
it's gonna be freaking amazing. All right.
Listen, Xbox been showing shit though. They've been showing shit.
Yo, if it might not happen, Sony can still get their stuff out. It could, be whatever. Maybe both of them won't get their stuff out. Whatever. But if Microsoft gets their stuff out and Sony doesn't get their stuff out, oh my god. And remember how I kept saying how Microsoft is always like planning super far ahead. They're always playing that long game, and Sony's always had that high, big fucking ego about how they're on this goddamn pedestal. Well, I think they're falling off that pedestal. All right, so it's coming.
It's what I have noticed that the general sentiment behind the both Xbox and PlayStation 5 has been very different. Like, you would think that right now everybody would be fucking just sweating the shit out of Sony and PS5, but that sentiment isn't the same right now. It's more so pissed at Sony because there's really not much info. And then Xbox is like, here's every fucking thing. You already know what we have. We showing you what it looks like. It's out in the wild right now. People are able to test it. There's no real games on it right now, but Xbox is truly becoming way more transparent than anything right now. And I think people are loving that fact of it. Fuck you, Big Mike. And I'm
just reading what Frozen said, and Frozen asked David a question. He goes, "How's Randy Pitcher's jawline, David?"
Oh shit!
Scummy as fuck.
He said his jawline was scummy. Ugh. Let's see. He's smoking like a straight Xbot. Listen, Xbot. I am not an Xbot. I am actually a PCMR.
He's calling me an Xbot. And you know what? I've owned every single PlayStation. And know what they have all done? Every single one of them have broke on me. I've gone through 2 PS4s. I went through.
I have no Sony hate.
I went through 2 PS3s. I had 3 PS2s. The only one that didn't break was the PS1. So you know what that tells me? Sony built their shit to break. They're a fucking scam. Fuck Sony.
But you know what, though? But before that, remember the Red Ring of Death. Xbox was known to just die. Exactly. So I think it all comes down to architecture.
Mine never did.
Xbox 360 was so fucking tragic. It was like a meme.
I only had one 360 that whole gen, and mine was good.
My shit died. My shit had the Red Ring of Death.
My first Xbox 360 had the red ring.
I had 2 that had Red Ring of Death. I had one as soon I
had 2 360s, but not because he had the Ring of Death. The first one got stolen. His friend broke into our house and stole his Xbox.
What the fuck?
Look, Lamont said that by that logic, anything else that breaks from a company, I should have hate for that too.
Lamont, so when you give them the benefit of the doubt because you're a gamer and you want to play everything and you buy PlayStation console every gen and then every gen it breaks more than once, of course I'm going to be pissed off because that's a lot of money that I'm losing having to keep rebuying these piece of shit consoles that keep breaking. So Sony can kiss my ass.
Oh shit. Hashtag Terry like Sony hate right now, Listen, Sony system, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, golden. I never had any issues with my PlayStation 3. But my Xbox, that motherfucker was like, "Oh, you want to play games today? Nah, bitch. We red ringing it." And then I sent it in. It came back. I played it for a little bit. Then guess what it said? "Oh, you thought I was done, bitch? Red ring." I got it twice. So, yeah.
I've always had every console day one, and I've never had any.
You said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" The only thing we know
my second Xbox 360 that I got because Microsoft pretty much sent me a new one. That hasn't been broken yet, and it still runs pretty good.
Dude, here's the thing, Blue. Here's the thing about what Xbox is doing. That's different than what PlayStation.
Also, my Xbox One still runs like big game's pretty amazing. Wow.
Right.
The PlayStation. Someone posted on Twitter that Doom or some game blew out their Xbox X, something like that.
Yeah, I read
listen. The Xbox 360 died. It was terrible with the soldering points, and that was a known thing with Xbox. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, they had similar issues.
PlayStation 3 had a lot of fucking problems too with their network and everything. So
well, they kept getting hacked and shit. Their security was tragic.
The PS3 was a hot fucking mess too for a long time. So I mean, it goes both ways. That generation both had fucking problems, but in the end, I feel most people were playing the 360. There was just that was just a popular console that gen, because you know what I mean.
Lamont says, "I never had that issue with any console from any company, so I think the fault lies in the company when all manufacturers are prone to faulty hardware." Yes, the manufacturer, but it's also falls on the design. Whoever was the architect of the system, there were things that were missed. As far as soldering points.
Oh my god, the design! Oh, I'm still triggered to this day because I had the first generation PS4.
Yes, that's fact.
And
Blue.
The design on you know what? I'm fucking triggered all over again. Fucking Sony thought it was a brilliant fucking idea on the first generation PS4 to have the eject button wrap around the front and on the bottom. So when you put the PlayStation down, what happens is putting pressure on the eject button.
Terry, listen.
I don't have that issue.
Do I hate Xbox because I had 2 red rings of death? No. Do I hate PlayStation because they got hacked when I had my PS3? No. It's like it happens. It
happens.
What I'm more referring to is how open Xbox is right now when it comes to what they're trying to put out. I mean, I don't care how much of a diehard of Sony you are. If you look at bare information, Xbox has done a damn good job with their PR as far as the Xbox Series X. The only thing that we have right now is we're calling it the Xbox X because we're just trolls like that. But outside of that, what is the negative with Xbox X right now? Outside of people worried about first-party games. That's it. The only thing that's a big worry with Xbox right now is, okay, you got all the power, it's all proven, but we need games to back it up. And that's the only issue right now with Xbox. PlayStation, we know they got games.
I don't even see that as an issue, honestly, because majority of the games I play are third-party anyway.
It's a real thing, though, Terry. What is the only first-party?
It is. I understand that. I understand people want the first party, but in the end, and I've had this argument multiple times, majority of the games that we play the most are the third-party ones. You'll go and you'll play your first party, and then you go back to your third. And then the next first party comes out, you play it a little bit, and then you go right back to that third party you were playing before.
Well, that's true, too.
You put more time in the third party than you do first.
That's true. But you have what's called business incentives. And the business
just like
incentive
whole
for
consoles
the
ponies will be saying that the Xbox players don't have anything to play on their thing, and it's like, I'm playing the same third-party games you're playing right now. What the fuck are you playing?
But the incentive. But you look at Nintendo.
Just like I am. So
but see, Terry, man. But here's where that argument has kind of a hole in it, because you look at Nintendo, and look what Nintendo's doing. Nintendo is, first of all, the most underpowered out of the 3 right now, right? They have mainly first parties that rules the system, right? But where are we at right now? Xbox is at the bottom of the list when it comes to people who adopt the system. We look at Sony. Sony has the highest adoption rate, but you know what's scary? Nintendo is right there. When you talk about PS4s and Nintendo Switches,
and that has to go
Nintendo is right there. So that there has to be an underlying thing. There has to be an underlying thing.
There were a lot of people that were really, really hyped to get the next this generation of Xbox, and then they had really bad marketing and PR for it.
Well, the PR was fucking terrible, and they also alienated a lot of
people thought that they were going to be getting spied on with the Kinect and all kinds of other bullshit. But that was actually
true. That was actually proven.
There was a lawsuit. I knew a lot of people that were hardcore Xbox that when they heard that, they jumped to Sony and bought a PS4 instead. So, I feel that they kind of screwed themselves
I never had
in the
to
beginning,
connect, so I didn't
everybody
have to deal with that.
Everybody either you still got it or you made the jump, and a lot of people at that point made that jump
because they were like, "Fuck that shit." And you, like I said, that lawsuit went down with Microsoft and
Sony's doing so great because of their games. Yeah, they have great games, but I see Sony's doing so great because they were able to get that head start because a lot of people jumped ship with that bad PR.
Well, it was a combination of the two. It was that Sony had touted a lot of first party, and then with the terrible fucking release and the PR behind Xbox One, which was remember it was going to be always online, and then Dimetric comes out and says, if you want a fucking new system, if you don't want internet, then just play 360. And everybody was like, what? So it was tragic from both sides, and that's why Sony is so profitable
Danny,
right now.
Danny, then you gotta think about this. Then Xbox came back saying, hey, we're going to make everything backwards compatible, so now you can play Xbox 360 games. While
Sony said, fuck that.
Yeah. So a lot of people then were jumping to the Xbox because of like, oh, we could play all of our old games on the Xbox.
But you know what? Honestly, when it all comes down to it, is what type of support are you going to have for the system? What type of internal support are you going to have? And you can see it. We see it. This is not a hidden figure. We see it. Look what type of internal support they have for Nintendo, right? Nintendo is Nintendo is sold out right now. And you would have never muttered that when you were talking about the Wii U or even the past few years of Nintendo. You know, you would have never heard that phrase. The Switches is sold out right now. You can't buy a fucking Switch right now unless you try to get it online, and then there's hella wait for it. You know, you look at PlayStation, you can get PlayStation 4s right now, but that is a crazy dynamic to me. That tells you that internal support, Sony, they have heavy internal support with their first party. Nintendo, heavy support with their first party. That's why they're going ahead, because there's more games than just third party. Third party, there's a lot. Mm-hmm. That's great. But it's all about that internal support and how much money you throw at your internal devs. And that was the issue with Xbox. Look what they did with Rare. Rare was a tragedy. They had a brilliant company that did Banjo-Kazooie, which is one of the greatest games, greatest platformers.
Banjo-Kazooie.
It was
Conker's.
Conker's Bad Fur Day is probably one of the best, I swear to God, one of the best 3D platformers ever created. And they had a company like that. And guess what Microsoft didn't do? They didn't put their money behind the devs. And you know what happened? They started releasing these shitty-ass shovelware games. And you know, that adds up. And that's the same thing that happened with the Wii. You know, the Wii fell privy to that because they had all this shit. They didn't put a lot of money into their first parties. They just started trying to get shovelware. Let's just throw every fucking motion game ever created onto the shit. And look what happened. It got casual, and then it died. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all about what you put eternally. And see, Sony said, you know what? We're going to invest like fucking movies. We're going to invest like movies into our first party game. So every fucking first party game is damn near cinema fucking quality. You look at God of War, and you can't tell me that shit would look just as good on PC. You see what I'm saying? And what games do Microsoft have? They have a couple that look just as good. They have Forza, which looks fucking amazing on Xbox, and then they have Gears. Gears looks fucking amazing on Xbox One, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? But you talk PlayStation, you can go PlayStation 4, you can go PlayStation 3, you can go and it's just on and on and on of all these first party games that are internally supported. So I mean, that makes a huge difference. And but the reason why I was saying the difference with Xbox right now is they're more transparent.
For first party, though.
Well, hey, listen.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, Terry.
They had Cuphead, they had Ori, they have other first party games.
But
people
are they?
Want to say,
but let's really.
Forza and Gears,
Ori,
and
I'll give
true.
you. But is Cuphead on the same level as God of War? Nah. And this is a PC guy talking. This is a guy who is PC. You can't compare
them two though, because one's a side scroller and one's a
but they're first party, RPG. Right? We're talking first party, right?
Yeah, but you can't compare them because if you get
they're first party.
Xbox has. No, you can't, because you can't compare.
We're comparing first party. We're not comparing genre. We're comparing first party.
Yeah, but the genre matters. The genre is a factor.
Okay, well, give me a game. Okay, give me a game like God of War. Hold on. Give me a game. Give me a game.
I don't buy any console.
Give me a game. Hold on. Give me a game.
That's the point.
Hold on, David. Hold on.
Would you buy Cuphead? Would you say Cuphead would make me buy Xbox? No. But God of War would make you buy Sony, and that's what Danny is saying, is that investment.
Yeah, but you can't
party gets people on your system. That's the thing. But you
still can't compare them, because a lot of people don't even like side scrollers. So a lot of these younger kids, they want action in first person and shit like that. So of course they're not going to want to play Cuphead.
But we're talking.
The genre is a huge factor.
But we're talking strictly first party.
First parties were indie games.
I'm not talking genres. I'm not talking genres, Terry. I'm talking first party. You said let's look at the first party lineup, right? I know you're talking
first party.
You wanted to compare it. Let's compare it.
First party, the genre is still a factor. Because if majority of your player base, let's say for Sony,
you're right then.
Action, JRPG kind of games, and you give them a whole bunch of things that are first party that don't meet that niche, no one's gonna fucking care about that first party game.
Let's take your logic then. Let's take that logic. If genre matters, then Microsoft still would be in the failing column, because they didn't they didn't internally invest. But I'm just saying, but it's still. It was still
most of the people that
it still proves my point, Terry, that they didn't invest in the internal devs to do things like that. Instead,
what about that one Dragon game?
Hold on.
That game got canceled.
They chose
a lot of games get canceled.
They chose to do genres that were very niche.
People put a lot of light on that, but there are so many games that get canceled all the goddamn time.
Well, listen, they chose to invest in genres that were very niche. And that was Xbox's downfall, because there are people who like those games, but they didn't go for the broad approach. And I get it. And I'm not saying that Xbox is fucking tragic behind that. I'm just saying that we're looking at the raw numbers, and we're looking at what genres people like the most. And they tend to gravitate to, super AAA, third person action games with cinema quality. That is what people gravitate to. And Microsoft didn't really invest in internal devs like that. And it showed. But when you look at Xbox Series X and especially Phil Spencer, and I've been surprised on what he's been talking about, because remember, he already shitted on single player games when he was saying that people don't buy single player games and shit. And it was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then now he has changed his tone. And there was a couple of interviews where he was really hard pressed on getting something like Suina's Revenge out, and all those type of games where it's like super story specific, very AAA, high quality, single player action game. And it's like he's really focusing on that, and that's where he could dominate. That if he puts the money. If they put the money where their mouth is, and they really invest in those devs to kind of go ham on some super story-rich AAA game, and it's only on Xbox X with that power behind it, it could be a killer. But it's all about internal investment. What are you willing to throw money at? Because that's what it comes down to. Are you going to throw money at this, or are you going to try to reach as many people as possible with the genres you support? Let's see, what is people saying?
I get that, and that's why I go with Xbox and PC over PlayStation, because they don't
I'm
support
PC
my
for
genres.
sure. But see, I don't get too hard pressed on a lot of first party.
The first party exclusives PS4 has had so far, either I felt they were overhyped and they didn't meet my expectations and I didn't really care for them, or they don't interest me at all because they're not my genre of game. So Sony just doesn't have what I want. And they keep disappointing me. Like, I was super excited for Spider-Man, and I fucking hated it. All right? And God of War, I'm a fan of God of War. I've loved the God of Wars. And then this new one they had, I fucking hated. So Sony doesn't have anything for me. Their first parties don't mean dick to me. All right? It's all about genre, and they don't have what I want. A lot of their stuff is going to be heavily Japanese influenced, which makes sense. They're a Japanese company. I don't play that shit. I don't want Persona and all that other bullshit. They can fucking keep it. All right? I want stuff that I'm going to play. And they don't got what I want. And when they do get something I want, it's just overhyped and lackluster.
I don't know.
So no.
There's some games that come out on PlayStation, I'm not going to lie, but maybe that's just because of genres that I like. that I'm just like, fuck. Like, I would love to play Last of Us. Like, you know, that's one of the games that I've always wanted to kind of get my hands on. And,
you had the PS3, I thought.
Yes, but I didn't get it. I didn't. When I PS3 was getting popping, I was already.
Last of
I
Us.
jumped ship. I was PC by then.
Is probably the only first party that Sony has that I actually fully support.
Dude, I sold my PlayStation
all the
3.
other ones I played, like I said, were either overhyped or they had a lot of things that I didn't care about.
I was like, you still
you know, listen.
What was the one? Horizon Zero Dawn or whatever. That one. I hated the fucking story. Hated the story of that game. But the gameplay was a lot of fun, and I found that was a game that I was putting more time into just fucking around doing my own thing because it was more fun to fuck around than to actually play the game because the story sucks so goddamn much. All right, so that's a huge flaw for me. Okay, that game is a single player game. The story needs to be phenomenal, and the story was boring as fuck. So I'm sitting there spending more time doing side stuff because that's more fun than the story. That's a problem.
You know,
I mean, you're the only one. You're the only one that feels that, though.
I swear to God, because like the general sentiment of that game was like,
I've had plenty of people agree with
that
me,
shit
Mike.
was dope as fuck. You know,
I said, you're like about the only person I know that says this.
I am fine. Maybe that for you know, but I've had people come into my stream and I've told them my own opinion.
I mean, I know you do.
I've had lots of people come in with similar opinions about certain things.
I mean,
Frozen said, fuck off, Mike.
I'm talking people that have never been there before. They came in because they saw me playing. They asked me my opinion.
I understand.
And I fucking told them. These aren't people that are going to claim are biased because they're my fans. No,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Never fucking been there before and share my goddamn opinion. Because I know you're fucking going there. You always claim that anybody who watches my stream always agrees with me. And that's fucking bullshit. Don't even try to fucking go there, Mike. All right, my fans have their own fucking opinions. I have plenty of fans that like games I fucking hate.
I don't give a fuck. I know.
Fine, Mike. Don't even. All right. And I don't have. It fucking pisses me off when people who try to go to that conclusion that because I'm a streamer, everybody that watches me agrees with me, and that's why they watch me.
And I said you have. I said you have your viewers. I was gonna say you have your viewers agree with you. Yes.
Seriously, you're gonna go there? They're my viewers, so they automatically agree with me? No. No.
Why the fuck you lying?
No, I'm just playing.
I have a lot of viewers that are hardcore Sony, and I don't even play fucking Sony. So what about that, Mike? Why the fuck are they watching me then, Mike? If I'm not Sony,
Terry didn't like Spider-Man. Lamont.
I know.
Terry didn't like
Spider-Man. Was amazing. Spider-Man was amazing, yo.
No, that game was a piece of shit.
Oh, Lamont heard that's
Spider-Man was like amazing.
Amazing. That
game was a piece of shit. Goddamn Batman wannabe, fucking with a little bit of Last of Us sneaking around.
She said Batman wannabe. Oh my god,
that shit was amazing.
I'm a hardcore Spider-Man fan. I do want to give you guys a shout out. Thank you so much for spelling it properly. You remember the hyphen? Frozen, you fucking failed, so you lose a life. But Anthony, thank you for putting the hyphen in there.
Shit.
Anthony knows how to fucking spell. Thank you, my man. You fucking rock. But no, I love Spider-Man. It's my all-time favorite franchise within Marvel is Spider-Man. And that newest game was a piece of shit, overhyped.
That game was amazing.
No, the story was. The story was shit. You literally got over 75%. I think I got 75% through the main story before the story actually got good. It was fucking boring as shit. All right, and then they literally had a story mission. One of the story missions, you had to go to the goddamn building to take a fucking nap. What the fuck? Oh, that game
Spider-Man was amazing.
Terry.
Spider-Man was amazing.
No.
It was.
Terry.
Spider-Man was amazing.
No,
you are so fucking mad about that definition.
Graphically was great. Graphically was great. The ending of the game was great, but the rest of it, no.
Terry, just because you are Joe Exotic in this motherfucker doesn't mean that he got to do it.
No, that game was over fucking hyped. That game was over fucking hyped.
It was amazing, man.
Hashtag Tiger King.
Amazing, Terry.
No,
I love Spider-Man.
Overhyped.
Amazing, yo.
Overhyped.
Those games are amazing.
But I feel you, though,
Joe Exotic, you like what you like. But those games is fucking amazing, man. Those games.
No, that goddamn game was a fucking Batman game with a fucking Spider-Man skin on it, and it pisses me off to this day.
Shit.
But you know what, Terry? Here's the thing, Terry.
No, I didn't.
Just because there were mechanics that were used in Spider-Man that were used in Batman doesn't make it bad. I mean, I think a character like Spider-Man has to have that type of combat because really you can't control.
I'm not just talking combat, dude. I'm not just talking combat. I'm not just talking combat, dude.
Terry is
so much about that game was talking just like Batman.
I mean, we gotta, Terry, it works, Terry. It works,
no, dude.
Terry.
No, that game.
Lamont says somebody get her a blanket.
Batman
she must be sleepy. Oh shit.
No, it works, Terry. It does.
No.
It does. Yes.
No.
David.
Yes. Over fucking hyped. The mechanics for Batman. When they would do the spider sense and stuff and have him hanging around and shit was just like fucking Batman. They shoved so many fucking gadgets down your throats like fucking Batman. No, get the fuck out of here. That game was a Batman re-fucking skin.
I was wearing
and then when you weren't swinging around, they had you fucking running around on the ground, sneaking around. So then they're like, yo, now we're playing The Last of Us 2.0. Now get the fuck out of here. That was not a Spider-Man game.
I was using the web like my dick, and I was swinging across the fucking city. So that game was amazing, yo.
I love the story. The story is fucking phenomenal on the
story was a snooze fest until you got
Terry got so triggered about that sleep mission.
Dude,
that fuck.
I know.
He did have gadgets. I'm not knocking the fact he had gadgets. I'm knocking the fact that in the game they made that like such a heavy fucking thing.
But that's what you need to
do. When you look back at previous Spider-Man games.
The
fucking gadgets weren't a main fucking focus. They made it a main focus.
Describe your ideal Spider-Man. Describe your ideal Spider-Man game.
We're going to go back there again.
We're going back there again. We're doing this again.
Okay, one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man games is Shattered Dimensions. All right, I loved it.
Which got low-ass score.
That I don't care, but that game gave me, between that game and the Amazing Spider-Man on PS1, like those games fucking give me like the embodiment of what Spider-Man is. He's more than just gadgets, and he had the cockiness and just the way that his behavior was right. This new one, it was too similar to Batman. I felt disconnected. They would have him that's doing these things where we're playing with the other characters sneaking around, so that wasn't the embodiment of a Spider-Man game. And then they had too much influence on the goddamn gadgets, so it felt more like Batman to me. Even with the combat, it felt more like Batman to me. It's just I was disconnected. It didn't feel like a Spider-Man game anymore. They were trying too hard to be something that they weren't, and they should have kept it true to what Spider-Man was, and not overly influence things that make Spider-Man Spider-Man too strongly on the fucking spectrum.
King is like,
I'm just saying, Insomniac did say they wanted to do Spider-Man. And
they did their homework. They took a look at the Arkham games.
What up, Big Bob?
They did not. They said they
did.
They didn't.
They said they did. They're like, okay, we're going to pull up Arkham.
That's your opinion.
Games, and that's our homework for the day, boys.
That's your opinion.
Carol Baskin.
They did say that they did their research, and like the dude was saying in the chat here, yes, Peter Parker had gadgets.
Yeah, but they overly influenced them on this fucking game.
They didn't.
They didn't.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They didn't.
Yes, they did. I didn't want Mike because I fucking beat that fucking game. So what did I do? Tell me, somebody who actually finished the fucking game. What didn't I do in that game that I beat? Tell me, Mike.
I don't know. I beat Spider-Man.
Yeah, so did I. So now you're saying you didn't because I fucking beat that game. So there's nothing you can tell me I didn't do in that game when I fucking beat that game. You were going to say I did do something, and then you stopped.
I didn't. No, yes, I did. I was just saying. All I was saying is, no, you didn't. You're mishearing me. All I said is I didn't.
You literally said you didn't, and then you paused, and then I went off on you.
No.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you didn't have to use all those gadgets like you're saying. They didn't.
I never said you had to fucking use them all. I'm just saying they made that a huge fucking influence in the game. They kept giving you more. You had to unlock a crap ton of them, and then they kept giving you upgrades for them. They made it a huge fucking factor in the game. Yes, they did.
That's what I'm saying.
Whether or not you choose to use them, whatever's optional. But the fact still remains that they were ramming that shit front and center, right in front of you. Look, yo, you're getting all these upgrades for these things. You're getting even more unlocked. That was a huge fucking focus of that game.
No, it wasn't.
Is it? And yo, Big Mike don't even breathe, dude.
The focus of the game was the story.
Right.
Well, then they fucking failed because that was boring as fuck. If you're gonna give me a goddamn story mission where I have to take a goddamn office story,
your face got me rolling,
here. That story was fucking ass. I literally got 3/4 of the way through it before it got good. 3/4 of the way? You fucking kidding me? That's like going to a movie theater for a 2-hour movie and only the last 30 minutes was good. That's what fucking Spider-Man was. Get the fuck out of here.
No, Big Cloud, you need to come get your girl. Big Cloud, you need to come get your girl, Terry.
All right, let's do this for one time for King. Let's do this for the culture.
Right, he says King blink if you need
he's like, that's his cue. He's like, ding, ding, let's get it up. Final round.
A fucking hostage video.
Is there a final round? Do we even fucking need a final round?
Fucking Taliban behind fucking video, man. It's like, just speak and say America, say USA, boom, boom, boom. Say fucking USA, boom, boom, boom. Damn, this shit is crazy.
I think that was final round right there.
God damn. All right, I guess that was
Terry.
That was Terry.
Final round.
Fuck it. I can't follow that shit. Can't nobody follow that shit. So she used the reality stone. Terry did. Oh shit, she Thanos.
This is why when Terry goes off, you better be in a bunker shelter.
Right, Wraith. I'm gonna have to take that. Wraith, I'm gonna have to take that life from you, bro. He told us Sea of Thieves is better than Spider-Man. Like Terry won't even agree with that because Sea of Thieves was tragic. So no.
Well, right. I knew Spider-Man was. It was 1,000 times better than Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, look.
Exactly.
I knew there was going to be something special today, you know, when Terry's wearing these bright colors.
There you go.
Right. What's up, Carlos?
She got that thick rage going on.
Boy, they did say hashtag thick rage. You know, you at a safe distance? Nope. Sorry, Lokita, you get the fallout too.
What's good, Carlos? What's good, Big Cloud? Thank you for coming through. Hit that like button, please.
Terry about to be DLC in Fallout 76.
On your notification bell.
Hit that notification. Damn, Terry, you about to be in Fallout 76? I'm getting that shit. I gotta play that. It's just like you create the character.
Hey, if that was it, and look, no lie, if they put me in that game would be good.
I would agree.
You're gonna tell me that if I was an NPC in that game, you wouldn't just play that game just to piss me off?
I would too. I'd be like, oh
yeah, you
shit.
would. You're like, oh my god, cool cat Terry's in this game. What can I give her to piss her off?
Hell yeah. But like, oh, let's take a walk right out to the woods without no fucking weapons.
Yeah, you would. Somebody go and make a mod where Cool Cat Terry's an NPC in that game, and I bet you that game will finally get
yeah, so that is it for us.
Make me a traitor. That's what you gotta do. Make me one of those traitors with a fucking ass fucking two-headed cow walking around, and you go and you sell me some bullshit. Watch me go on your ass about that.
That's gonna be tragic.
Like, they base you on model test for this fucking trash. I'll go off on you, man. Do it.
That's fucked up.
He's like, I'm just
waving. Tell me you want me to sell you $500 worth of fucking guns, and you're gonna give me nothing but a rusty fucking bottle. Get the fuck out of here, you shit.
Yeah, shouts out to chat. Lamont, Game Genie, Frozen, Ice Queen, Anthony, Blue, I see you, EJ. Let's see who else we got. I know we had more than that.
Big Cloud says, yo,
Big Cloud, Carlos, Frozen.
Big Cloud says, you throw shit at you there, Terry, if you were NPC in Fallout 76. Just to piss you off.
Put me as Spider-Man, not as Spider-Man as the mod race. Put me in there, and I'll replace Jameson. Put me in there. I'll replace fucking Jameson. You right? I have way more rage than that old man. Put me in there. I'll replace fucking Jameson. No fucking problem.
Carlos said, I'm going to make Terry an Outer Worlds character. I'm going to dub her Savage Kitty. It's like everywhere you go, she's like, you're fucking up, goddammit. What the fuck are you doing? Who told you to shoot that goddamn thing? You should have snuck. How come you didn't use your goddamn sneaking ability? And this shit over here is tragic. Look at this graphics. Like, wait a minute. I'm playing the game. Why are you complaining about the graphics? And she's like, you still playing this shitty ass game? I hate the fucking story.
I mean, look how they fucking drew me. Of course I'm going to complain about the graphics, you fucker.
All right. So yeah, that is it for today. I appreciate everyone. If you can, just hit that like, hit that sub, hit that bell, so you know when we go live tonight. Terry, I know we're doing Temtem. I think I'm kind of like. It's like I'm gonna be.
If you don't want to do Temtem, just tell me. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't because I'm gonna be doing this.
I've already told I already told everybody that Temtem is scheduled. But if something comes up and either you can't play or you want to do something else, then I'll just do Animal Crossing.
I do because I got a big thing going on tonight as well for us here on Twitch. So Fridays we have our adults only segment. Well, we've due to popular demand we have extended it. So now we have 2 days if you want to come in and sweat a little. You could come in tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. tonight on our Twitch. We're doing another adults only 18 plus. We have a new lady that we're planning on bringing on. It just depends on how good she does tonight. But her name is Milky Quartz. And I know hearing that name is like, what? Bish, what? But she's bringing those Milky Quartz over to our Twitch channel.
Makes me uncomfortable.
That's her name. She's
probably a great person. But no, the name is just like
it's like Super P Hub. But I support it, and here at the platform we support that tragedy. So we are all about it. So if you want to come check out our newest edition, Milky Quartz, you can come check us out tonight, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. We're going 10 to midnight. She's going to be playing some Doom Eternal. So she's going to be playing Doom Eternal. So you can come check it out. Tell us what you think. Let us know. Tell us what you think. And so we're going.
I know Mike is going to be there.
He's canceling Temtem with the Rage Queen because he wants to go see titties.
Would you blame me? So we're extending the 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time tonight because I don't want to be streaming too much tonight. That's why I don't want to do Temtem. But next week we're on. And
hashtag.
And I like what Carlos keeps saying. Terry, go hard, Jameson. I love it.
Go hard, Jameson.
Lokita is on Friday, so she has the prime time spot. So if you want to check her out on Fridays, Lokita is popping on Fridays, and then Saturday you can come get some Milky Quartz. And then, then you'll be both satisfied. And then Sunday, you can repent. So,
Right, the Emperor said Spider-Man is trash, but let's play some Temtem.
No, wait, Temtem is fucking dope. Temtem is dope as fuck. Stop it, Ray. Stop it.
I like it.
Temtem is Pokemon on crack cocaine, dude.
So, no, Temtem is a fucking amazing. Hashtag Lokita Primetime.
He said, Ray said Temtem is fucking Garbo.
Have you played it?
Wait, hold on, Wraith. Hold on, let me do this for the one time. Yeah, Temtem is amazing.
Oh, damn, Wraith just lost a life.
Look, bro. Look, I love you, man. But Temtem is the shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Legos as well. We already know that he was playing fucking Lego Star Wars when that shit came out.
Exactly. I know you was on it. Stop it, Ray. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Just stop. Lamont said Sonic.
You probably got Lego Batman 2 over in the corner.
What?
I'm just. He's trying to throw out shade. I'm throwing it right back at him.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Great grenade better be put back.
I know. I hear you, Frozen. Kitties, but you know what? You don't stand up the Rage Queen.
That's true though. You can't. Oh,
Brandon knows. Brandon knows. Okay, he became a Albuquerque clown car for doing that.
Look, Google that, but make sure you're not at work when you're doing it. So, all right, yeah.
That was the night. That was the day, also, Brandon, became, the dirty boy for BitCloud.
He did. He was the dirty cherry boy.
He was the dirty cherry boy.
He was the dirty cherry boy for BitCloud. Hashtag BitCloud's cherry boy. All right.
Hashtag BitCloud popped Brandon Cherry.
Oh my God.
That's terrible. Shouts out to King, the real PC guy. Shouts out to Big Mike. Shouts out to the Rage Queen Coquette Terry. Shouts out to Dave D.
I was the hostage here.
Big Cloud said pause.
I was waiting for an AK-47 to come out in the fucking screen behind fucking King and point to his hip like, say it.
Ray said call him Contra because he got infinite lives.
America, say it. Fucking death to America. Say it.
Shouts out to Dave D, aka Wesley Pipes, aka Mr. No Games, and shouts out. You can follow everybody below to their channels for Twitch, and we love you guys. We can't do this shit without you, and we will see you all tonight. I know you want to come get some of that poutine, so check it out
Carlos
tonight.
is challenging me. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What happened?
Hold on.
Oh,
Carlos
shit.
is challenging me.
What?
What is this?
Oh, shit.
He says, I challenged Terry to do a Twitch stream playing Lego City Heroes.
Oh, shit.
I'll fucking do it. I don't have it, but I'll fucking do it.
Oh, shit. Lamont, the stream is on Twitch. So if you've already following our Twitch channel, if you don't know where to go, just check out the description below. You can get to our Twitch. Make sure
it's called the Platform Podcast. All one word. That's the Twitch handle.
Yep. So twitch.tv/the Platform Podcast. Oh, what? The application for what? For what? I forgot. You talking about to apply to become an Adult Plus streamer for us? You want to do that? You gotta have your shirt off though.
Oh, I see how it is. Let Lamont, come on the show. And
yeah, because don't nobody want to see your burnt pepperonis though. Lamont probably in better shape than you are.
He said yuck.
Shit. I know Terry throw that shit out. Listen, Terry is already done being angry for the day. Now she's about to go game it up.
I'm never done being angry.
Oh, well, that's true.
That rage is on.
She raging right now. She's like, I can't play no fucking.
Every time that happens, Terry goes out there. I'll just like hide in the corner. It's like, I didn't do anything.
Right. All right, guys. We love you all, and we will see you all tonight, 10:00 p.m. Peace.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Stay safe.
I'll be safe. I will be safe.
Hey, this is the platform, bitch. Hey, this that platform shit. Yeah, who's the best when it comes to this game? If you with the Mortal Kombat, I'ma leave you in flames. It's the platform, I knock a bitch right out of their shoes. A Street Fighter till I die, I hit like Ken and Ryu. I punish niggas like Tekken 007 with a weapon. Teach a fuckboy a lesson, I'm double dragging, no wrestling. Shoot the 3 and cross you over, you can call me 2K. And the devil may cry 1,000 times, but watch what you say. Because this is my Call of Duty, so by now you should know me. Cut a motherfucker in half and then slide out like Shinobi. Steal your car and catch a charge, fuck it, this Grand Theft Auto. Double dribble around a nigga and let the blood stain follow. This the platform, yeah. This the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah. This that platform shit. This the platform, yeah. This the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah. This that